I have
Clint, Clay,
and Cal here with A Simple Life. And we got some happy cows, but we're gonna make them even happier. We're gonna move them over to this temporary pasture up on this hillside for a little bit. And so we're gonna get them moving. Come on, let's go, Chubby. Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, you want your head scratched? Is that what's going on here? No? All right, come on, let's go. Come on. Ha, ha, let's go. Ha, 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 let's go. Ha, ha, ha. There you go. There you go. Get Chubby turned.
when Chubby gets through this.
No, it's the red one. The red one and Chubby, those two are the leaders. Squeeze in a little, Clint. There you go. All right, here they come, Clay.
Yeah,
There we
the
go.
baby cats have milk on too.
Yeah, I know. They were just milking off one of the moms. So,
Yeah, we never for a second or two, it's so doubtful out that.
all right. I'm curious on what they're eating. I got one down here eating some grass. I got one over there eating horsetail. Chubby's over there eating grass. I might leave them in here all day today. We'll come back and check on them in about an hour or two, see what they've done, make sure nobody's gotten out. So this is one of my favorite things, is to be able to put cows on pasture that is just diverse of species, and it hasn't been overrun with a bunch of herbicides and insecticides and pre-emergence and all that kind of stuff. I love this. This is great. This is really, really, really cool. Me and the boys are gonna go move some pigs, and I'm gonna let my cows do what cows do best, which is graze and make beef. We're gonna come check on the cows and make sure that they are all in and nobody's gotten out or done anything silly. Just making sure. I've never had them up here without a permanent fence around them and then electric fence on the inside. So, oh, and my intuition was correct. We have the two new cows out. I've had this experience in the past. This is not something that I've not seen. I've seen this happen, and generally it's when you have new animals to the herd, they get picked on, kind of. It's I wouldn't say like a real picking on, it's more of a, they're getting pressure by the other animals to stay back from the water, to get near the water, whatever it is, to, you know, get away from the certain feed. And so I've seen this. I'm not surprised. This is why I came back. It's because I had a feeling that potentially we would have this situation. Clint, that's enough. She's super. There you go. That's all you need, is just a little bit of pressure. So we're gonna come back this evening. See, it's that red cow. This is all gonna get fixed in the fall because that red cow is going to butcher. She's putting a bunch of pressure on the animals, the other cows or heifers, or steer. We have one steer in there. I don't castrate. I've never done it. Maybe as I get a bigger herd, I'll be forced to band or something like that. But as of right now, I don't do it. I don't have any plans of doing it. What I'll probably do is in the future is to split the herds out. I'll bring my bulls up here and run them in these fields, and I'll run my heifers and yearlings and cows in the other field. It'll allow the bulls to keep all that testosterone. They'll grow nice and big and strong for me and produce lots of great and delicious steaks, but I also won't have to worry about the bulls all wearing each other ragged, trying to figure out who's the boss of the herd. All right, we're gonna head up to Herman's and do a few things up there. We've got the pigs moved. I didn't do that because it was kind of tedious and not really worth showing you guys, but we moved them. We have a heat wave coming next week, so I actually did not move the pigs completely to a new area. I expanded their area, and the reason why I expanded their area, this is one of those things you'll have to pay attention to, is what's the weather going to be like and where are your animals currently. So I was going to end up being forced to move them into an area that had no real natural wallow or natural shade, which next week is supposed to be triple digits. So I opted to keep them where they currently are, that has natural shade. It has a natural wallow, so it has an area where a spring typically is dry. They're always dry by now. This little, when I say spring, it's just a wet spot, but water keeps coming in there. So there is a spring somewhere that's feeding it. So having them have access to that means they have a natural cool wallow, as well as they have shade to get under. They have some hawthorns right there that have really low branches, so they're able to get in there, and all day they're able to have shade while having a breeze as well. So it was either leave them with that and expand the pasture, which is what I did, or put them in a new area that potentially the only thing they were going to have were shelters. Well, a shelter is great, but it's not the same as a tree. A tree allows a lot more of a breeze to cut through it because of the way the leaves are tiered in a three-dimensional manner, versus a shelter is just going to have that one level, maybe some side panels, and that's really going to inhibit the air from flowing through. So I prefer, if I can, have them under trees. As we continue to move on and kind of change our operation, especially when it comes to pigs, that's something that I'm going to be focused on, making sure I have trees planted in areas for pigs, some good shade trees, as well as making sure that I have the ability to put them in an area that has a natural wallow or spring, or there's a stream that kind of cuts through it. Not like a stream, like a ditch stream. Like around here we got a lot of springs up on these hills, and so you'll have a little spring that feeds into a ditch, and it kind of just runs into a pasture, and then, by the time it gets off my land, it's dry. There's nothing there. So the water's just being absorbed in. So what I would prefer to do is make sure that the pigs have access to kind of one of those areas, and it allows me not to have to pump a bunch of water into into a wallow. The pigs just naturally make a wallow, and they move on. And the pigs aren't pooping in their wallow. Pigs are incredibly clean if you give them the opportunity to be clean, which means you keep them moving. They'll all poop. I can show you where they will literally all poop in one corner. Very coordinated. Like literally, you'll have an area of, it'll be like a 5x5 area that's just, there's nothing but poop there. You're like, wait, the pigs keep going over there and pooping in a specific corner? They will do it. Unless you put them in an area where they can't get away from their poop, at that point, there's not anything you can, the pigs are they're just going to do whatever they're going to do at that point. It's not their instincts that are going to be kicking in. It's going to be just pure survival. tactics. All right, you boys ready?
Yes.
All right.
I'm wearing a different hat
You are wearing a different hat.
from the ark.
Yeah, from the Ark encounter, right? Yeah, when you went with Grandma. Yep,
And also your mom.
that's Grandma.
I didn't get it with that.
All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, so we got about 2 rows stacked and chopped. You can see the wood pile is definitely shrinking as I keep adding more to it, but yeah, it's doing pretty good other than this little row right here that I don't know, I think the boys got in a race the other day when they were stacking these and forgot about the middle. We're doing really good. We'll get the rest of this done hopefully in the next couple days. Next week we're supposed to be in the triple digits, so that'll really help pull the moisture out of these and make them tender dry. I want to thank you so much. It's such an honor to have people that care enough to watch our stuff and to join us on this adventure up here as me and the boys. It's really just me and the boys. The girls kind of had the home place in lockdown. They got that. And so it's just me and the boys really up here. Occasionally Christine and Colette will come up, but for the most part, this is kind of our project. So, all right.
Bye. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next Simple Life. Bye.